3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So this is the last part of the frequently asked questions. Abdul, let's talk after this. All right. Okay, so this question is, how are the civil servants that work in the ministries, how are they appointed? And they're not appointed based on their politics. They're appointed based on their qualifications. So the jobs are advertised like every other job. And then the most qualified people are interviewed and employed. So that's what this question is about. This is frequently asked questions. So that means that it has appeared more than one time. And like I've said before, you need to know the answers to every single one of these questions. 11 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. And like I've said before, these Kahoots are to point out what you don't know. So you go and plug that knowledge gap. Okay. All right. Next one. All right, so this is since World War II, most governments in Denmark have been minority governments, and what that means is that the parties in government usually do not have collectively a majority in the parliament. So usually they need support from other support parties, so either from the red or the blue bloc. Some people got this wrong. Not too many people got this wrong. So let's move on to the next one. All right. All right, so there's 24 Bureaurat and 2 Landsrat. I think so you can appeal your case from the Bureaurat to the Landsrat, and you can appeal your case from the Landsrat to the Højesteret. So there's 3 levels of courts in Denmark. All right, on to the next one. Only 8 people got this wrong. Next one. Everyone should know this. You've seen this a bunch of times. Okay, so only the prime minister can call an election. Next one. Seen this before? Okay, only 3 people got this wrong, so there's 90. The question is essentially how many communes are there in Denmark, and it's 98 communes. Okay, so at the moment we have VVH at number 1, PO2, E3, Aki 4, and PAN at number 5. We've talked about this a bunch of times. Okay, only 5 people got this wrong. So there's a formula, 4-4-5. So every 4 years, focusing elections, every 4 years, regional and communal elections. And regional and communal elections usually happen in November of the election year that it's supposed to happen. And then there's 5 years, every 5 years for the European Parliament elections. So just remember that 4-4-5. Next one. Okay, I can see 19 people got this wrong. So only the commune and the state have the right to tax people. So the region does not tax. It gets its money from the state. And I think a bit of it from the commune as well. I'm not sure, so check the book for that. Obviously, this information is in the book. Next one. Seen this before? Yes. So if a member of parliament suddenly decides that he doesn't like his party anymore, he can leave and still keep his seat in the parliament. So he'll be an independent candidate. So that is possible. 11 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. On to the next one. Okay, 12 people got this wrong. So the public can observe all the cases happening in the court except it's a closed door case. But if it's not a closed door case, you can just walk into the court, sit in the audience and observe what's going on. All right, next one. Static top 5. Yes, so it's freedom of information, and everyone has the right to see what's in the documents of the public authorities. 7 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Right, so PAN fell out of the top 5. We have PO at number 1, Uber at number 2, VVH number 3, E4 and Orange at number 5. Jan is making a comeback 3 in a row, and he's on fire. I'm not sure if it's a he or a she.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, we have 34 questions to go. Okay, so this is one of the obligations. So in Denmark, you have rights and obligations. One of the obligations is værneplikt. Another one is undervisningsplikt. Okay, so you're obligated to have some kind of education, and men are obligated to serve in the military. Women can volunteer. And another obligation is this one. It's called bolig ombud. And for instance, like it said in the answer, you could be called to be a member of the jury in a court case, and you cannot say no. So you are obligated to go and serve if you are called in. So I can see 16 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. This could show up again. It's one of those curveball questions. Historically, people fail that a lot, actually. All right, next one. All right, 1956. So this was around the time that the Danish welfare state was growing. And so the first law for Folkepension, which is basically everyone has the right to earn some kind of income after a certain age from the state. 7 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. By the way, round of applause. You guys are doing really well. Next one. You've seen this before. Hopefully, you've taken the opportunity to make a list. So let's see how you guys do on this. Yes, so the regions are responsible for the hospitals and your health insurance. And a giveaway is when you look on your yellow card, you see what region you actually live in. I've said before, make a list of the responsibilities of the regions, the state, and the communes, because these are questions that pop up all the time. All right, next one. We've seen this as well. This is under responsibilities. All right. Yes, man.
Wow! Excellent.
Okay, this is good. Next one. Okay, almost perfect score. Round of applause. All right, so only 2 people got this wrong. 70% is the answer to this. Now you know what you don't know. Moving on to the next one. Okay, at the moment we have a static top 5. PO is number 1, VVH number 2, E3, Hoover 4, and Orange 5. So the same people that we saw the last time. 3 in a row. Navina is back in the game and she's on fire.
This girl is on fire.
All right, next one. Yes, so the elections happen in the local countries. That's what this question is about, basically. So how are the members of the European Parliament voted into Parliament? And there's local elections, people go out and vote, and based on the results, the winners make it to the European Parliament. 15 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. Next one. This question is from chapter 5 about the authors. There's not much to say about this, but basically know the authors and their works and the dates that they published their works. That's important. And usually new questions come from chapter 5. So they usually ask a new question. It's usually about some author they've never asked about before from chapter 5. So get to know those authors, make a list. There are quizzes on the website covering the whole of chapter 5, all the authors, all the books, all the dates, and all the themes for their novels. I know that's a lot of information, but it covers everything. All right. 10 people got this wrong, not too bad. Still static top 5. Chapter 5 as well. It's Henrik Pontoppidan. I can see 13 people chose Carl Nielsen. Carl Nielsen was a composer. He's Denmark's most famous composer. But anyways, this is Look at Pair. It's written by Henrik Pontoppidan. Don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. But anyways, you get the point. Next one. We're almost halfway through. We've talked about this before. All right, 9 people got this wrong. So Denmark's most famous sculptor is Bertel Thorvaldsen. There is a museum very close to the parliament. It's a big yellow building. You can find his work in there, and he's also buried in there. I highly suggest that you check it out. Actually, I haven't checked it out yet. I'll probably check it out this weekend. But yes, on to the next one. Okay, almost halfway through. Seen this before. All right, not too bad. Only 8 people got this wrong. It's the National Bank. So make a list of basically all Danish creators, from designers to architects to authors to actors, directors, all of them basically. Know about their names, dates, their works, because questions could come from there, as you can see. Next one. Okay, so we're at question number 20 now. There's been a bit of movement in the top 5. So Orange has moved from number 5 to number 4, and Huber has dropped from number 4 to number 5. 5-player just hits an answer streak of 4.
Excellent.
We've got 24 questions to go. Yes, so Sylfilm was created by August Bournonville, and it's about some guy that got married, and I think he was about to get married, and the night of his wedding or the day before his wedding, he ran off with some ghost or something. It's a ballet, and it's very popular, or was popular back then. 16 people got this wrong. Make a list of Danish creators, the dates, and their works. Okay? All right. So there was a top 5 reshuffle. PO fell out. VVH is now number 1. GMY is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Almost, actually, we are halfway through now. So after now, we start getting explosions. Paul Henningsen. He created the pH lamp, super famous, but he was also famous for his reviews. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Like I said, make a list of all the creators, the dates, and their works. 15 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Next one. Okay, 3 players lost the answer streak of 21. Oh man, sorry guys. Okay, next one. You've seen this before. Please get this right so I can give you guys an explosion. Come on, guys. You can do this. 170 meters. It's in Molohoy, and I think it's in Uland, the north of Uland. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know where exactly it is. Check the book, because actually, I think in the last exam, they asked where it was. But yes, only 4 people got this wrong. Not too bad. Round of applause. Okay, so, okay. So we have an explosion now. So VVH is number 1. VVH has 100%. We are past the halfway mark, and VVH is on fire. So this is for VVH. Yes, I like to see this. I like to see the competition. I like to see people are doing good. In general, you guys are doing really well. The scores are looking really, really good. The numbers are tending upwards. We are in the 4th week of our practice now. I think there's about 63 days to the exam, either 63 or 62 days to the exam. We do have a lot of time, but we have covered a lot of ground, and you should be proud of yourselves. So we have questions to go now. 21. Next one. Please get this right so I can give you guys an explosion. Okay. Not quite there yet, but 5 people got this wrong. Biggest city in Denmark, Copenhagen. Next biggest city, second biggest city is Aarhus. Am I right? Yes, Aarhus. And the third one is Odense. And that's what's been asked here. So if you don't know, now you know. Next one. Okay. You should all know this. Oh man, Aarhus is is in Uland. It's not on Fyn. Okay. Well, now you know what you don't know. Next one. All right. So VVH number 1, E2, Tanker 3, Huber 4, and Aki 5. P Azimi is back in the game 3 in a row, and he's on fire.
Oh my! He's on fire!
All right. We have 19 questions to go. Talked about this a bunch of times. Okay. I'll explain it again, okay? So imagine that this red bar here is Uland. Imagine that the blue bar is Fyn. And imagine that the yellow bar is Zeeland. Between Uland and Foon is Lillebelt. There's actually two bridges between Uland and Foon. Between Foon and Zeeland is Storbelt. And if you imagine that there's another bar here that's Sweden, between Zeeland and Sweden is Öresund. And each of them has a bridge. So Lillebelt, the body of water, Lillebelt, Storbelt, and Öresund. Lillebeltsbron, Storbeltsbron, and Öresundsbron. Okay, only 6 people got this wrong, so not too bad. Next one. Okay, so Absalon is the name of the bishop that founded Copenhagen. There is a statue of him at Gammelstrand metro station, very close to the parliament. A big statue of a bishop with an axe in his hand. Some people got this wrong. Now I know what you don't know. Next one. Wow. Okay, what just happened? Anyways, 3 in a row. Ashmi is back in the game.
Excellent.
Next one. Yes, so 2/3 of Denmark is cultivated land. So Denmark used to be covered in trees, basically forest. And now basically 2/3 of that land has been cultivated, and either people live there as being used as farmland or something else. That's what this question is about. Only 6 people got this wrong, so not too bad. Next one. Okay, so we have another person. So E is on fire. E has 28 correct answers in a row, so that's 100%. E is number 1. So this is for E. All right. E for explosion. Okay, so we have 16 questions to go. You know this. Ah, man. Oh, yes. Anyways, only 2 people got this wrong. So if the name of the father is Frederick and he is the first son, then the name of his first son is always Christian, and vice versa. So that's a very simple formula to follow. All right, next one. Static top 5. 5 players have reached an answer streak of 18.
Wow!
All right, next one. We're almost done with this. Okay, this is about immigration to Denmark, and yeah, there's not much to talk about here. There is a section of the book focused on immigration that happened in different times in Denmark. Okay, so just before we continue, I'd like to show you guys something, right? Shucks. Wait. The heck am I doing? Okay. So in the group Let me if I can get this thing in here. Okay. In the group, I have created a post. Okay. And the post is for current affairs. You can find it pinned at the top here. And basically, this is a collection of links. And I would like you guys to contribute to this. I can see some, I think Tanker has already posted something there. So if you find anything that's relevant, just comment in here with that link. And I will be making a quiz out of all this information. And that will be current affairs. And it covers different themes. Anyways, when we start practicing with the past exams again, I'll cover the different themes that are relevant. And go ahead and post those links in the comments. Most of the links that are in there right now have been posted by Yulia. And she is one of the people helping in the group. All right, so we're going to get back to the Kahoot. Okay, where are we now? Okay, only 2 people got this wrong. On to the next one. Okay, so E is still number 1, Tanker number 2, Huber is number 3, Aki 4, VVH 5. PJ the Beast is making a comeback with 3 in a row, and he's on fire.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Okay, we've got 14 questions to go, and we're done with this for tonight. Okay, not bad. Yeah, everyone should know this by now, but okay, it's not too bad. Only 4 people got this wrong, but Reese Fellowscape, Denmark, Greenland, and the Faroe Islands, and they ask about the Reese Fellowscape in different ways. So, yes, on to the next one. VVH is trying to make a comeback to the podium. Okay, not bad. Nuuk is the biggest city in Greenland. And sometimes they ask about the biggest city in the Faroe Islands. Okay. Next one. Yeah, this one is a curveball question. Still don't understand this thing, but anyways. Okay, 10 people got this wrong. I don't have that much of an explanation for this because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the concept of this whole thing that they were doing in Greenland. But in any case, this happened in 1979. 10 people got this wrong. So now you know what you don't know. On to the next one. Seen this before? Okay, so Tycho Brahe was a scientist. He was an astronomer. And there is a statue of him right beside Rundtorn. And there is a Tycho Brahe, I think is it a museum or planetarium? It's at the lakes, close to Norport. All right. 10 people got this wrong. On to the next one. Okay. So E has done it yet again. So E, 34 correct answers in a row. E number 1. E on fire. E for explosion. All right, man. Keep up the good work. Well done. We have 10 questions to go. I just gave you guys the answer to this, but let's see. If everyone gets this right, explosion as well. Okay, yes. So basically the guy in the previous question, he discovered Cassiopeia. He's an astronomer and he discovered a constellation called Cassiopeia. Only 6 people got this wrong. Not bad. We have 9 questions to go and we're done for tonight. Okay, so E holding the number 1 spot, Aki right behind him at number 2, Tanker on the podium at number 3. JK is now in the top 5 at number 4 and Hoover at number 5. VVH fell all the way out. Balake is making a comeback with 3 in a row and she's on fire.
Excellent.
All right, 9 questions to go. HC Ørsted. And so Denmark's biggest electricity company is actually named after him. He discovered electromagnetism. 10 people got this wrong. Hopefully it's not the same 10 people that have been getting those previous questions wrong. But in any case, now you know what you don't know. Plug the knowledge gap. Okay, so I'm not sure how many times I've given this guy an explosion, but you deserve it. This is what, 3 times? Your 3rd one tonight. Next one. Okay, so the only person that is not included in religious freedom in Denmark is the monarch. So right now the monarch is the queen. And the reason is the monarch is always the head of the church. So that's why monarch always has to be a member of the Danish People's Church, so Dansk Folkekirke. All right, 10 people got this wrong. Hopefully it's not the same 10 people. Oh, come on, man. Now this is getting too much, man. Round of applause, man. Round of applause. Wow. This is super impressive, man. Keep up the good work. Well, I just gave you the answer to this. Ah, man. All right, so you guys were listening. This is for you. Yeah. Okay. We have 6 questions and we're done. Static top 5. VVH is making a comeback 3 in a row.
Excellent.
6 questions to go. This is what I'm talking about. Wow. You know what? I think ever since I've been doing these sessions from 2019, this is the session with the most number of explosions. So, round of applause to you guys. This makes me very happy. Okay, 5 questions. Oh my God. I've never seen anything like this before. Wow. I don't know if you guys are tired of these explosions, but you know, you deserve it. This is crazy, man. Wow. Okay. 4 questions. Wow, wow. Okay, this is really good, man. Okay, top 5. E, Aki, Tanker, Huber, JK. GMY is back with an answer streak of 3, and he's on fire.
Excellent.
All right, 4 questions to go. I'm expecting another explosion in this one, but let's see. Okay, yes. So only 4 people got this wrong. And of course, it's against the law to discriminate based on race or ethnicity in Denmark. On to the next one. Okay. Man, round of applause.
Oh my! He's on fire!
3 questions, and we're done. I have a feeling this is going to be an explosion as well. Let's see. You guys are killing it. Killing it, man. What? Okay, okay. I'm actually quite surprised. So the question is, does Danish law protect people against discrimination based on gender? And of course, the answer is yes, it does. Okay, so I need to re-emphasize this, okay? I know this is a cahoots, it's super competitive, and you know, people want to get the scores and get the whatever, right? In the exam, please take the time and read the question slowly. Sometimes questions are asked in a tricky way. So take the time, read the question really slowly, understand what the question is asking, and then read the answers and make sure you're choosing the right one. I actually messed up. So I took the exam in 2019. And one of the questions where I messed up was the one where I read it super quick. I saw the dates 1849 in the question, and I was like, yeah, Grundloven. But the question was actually up until 1849, what was the law? And I didn't read the question slowly. And that's why I failed. So I'm actually speaking from experience. So please read the question slowly, understand what the question is asking, and then go ahead and answer after reading the answers. Okay? surprised that 13 people got this wrong, but in any case, well, it was a learning opportunity. 2 questions and we're done for tonight. This guy again, man. E. His avatar is actually a snowman with a carrot nose. A snowman that's always on fire.
Excellent.
Okay, 2 questions to go. All right, not bad. Only 4 people got this wrong. So yes, if you are a father and you have a child, you get some paternity leave. Static top 5, not much going on. We're moving on to the last question. 4 players have an answer streak of 7.
Excellent.
And last question. This has been a great session. What is this? Oh, yes. So the oldest newspaper in Denmark is Berlinsk, and it was started in 1749. All right, so this is the last question. We've come to the end of this session. This was a super great session. Round of applause to you guys. I can tell you've been putting in the work. We have covered a lot of ground. So with this session, we've covered basically all the frequently asked questions and some of the previous exams and some current affairs. So we've done a lot. We have 63 days to the exam. We will be covering yet more. And I will be giving you more tips and tricks and, everything that I have, that I know that could help you in the exam. All right, let's have a look at that podium. JK at number 3, Panka at number 2, and E at number 1. All right, we have Aki and VVH number 4 and 5.